Alright, I'm here at the LaSalle Youth Group meeting, and I wanted to give a speech about motivation and with the religious slant behind it. So good afternoon, everyone. It is a pleasure to have the opportunity to speak to you all here today. Each of us sits here today with the different goals and dreams and varying levels of motivation to achieve those goals. My goal here today is to inspire you not only to act on those dreams, but to pursue them with determination that yields greatness and success. I have a story to tell you about what motivated me in my life. As you all probably know, I lived on a dairy farm with my dad and grandpa, which they've had for years and years, and 6 years ago, my grandpa was diagnosed with terminal cancer. In response to this tragedy, my father prayed the rosary frequently for him to get better. And one day I was driving a small tractor up a hill in our cow pasture when my front tires hit a large rock and the front of the tractor started coming up in the air. And right away I knew that it was going to flip, but for some reason my body was frozen in a state of shock and I couldn't move. And then right at the last second, I snapped out of it for some reason or another, and I was able to jump off right as it flipped over and toppled down the hill into the creek. After that, I remained lying on the grass, looking in disbelief as the engine sputtered and roared to a stop after probably a couple minutes. And right after that, I walked a long, painful walk all the way back to tell my dad what had happened, and after I told him, I could see the tears starting to roll down his face in fear and disbelief as I took him back to see the debris from the accident. When he saw that my seat on the tractor was completely crushed and everything in the tractor was crushed, he asked me, "How did you know to jump off? And what if it had rolled on top of you?" And at the time I had no answer, and I couldn't explain what had caused me to react the way I did. Later I learned my father had been praying the rosary the exact time I flipped the tractor. Those prayers, meant for my grandpa's recovery, were being recited when I flipped the tractor into the creek, and I drove off in time. My grandpa passed away then, a little while later, from the cancer, and after his death, troubling thoughts ran through my mind. I felt that for some reason that God might have taken my grandfather instead of me, and this really hurt me, especially around the time of his death, because I felt that maybe God had taken him instead of me, and I knew that he didn't deserve that because he was one of the nicest men, and he did not deserve to die that way. This life event motivated me to work hard for everything that I have and make the most of the gifts that I've been given. It motivated me to step up to the plate and accept challenges that my dad had faced after with my grandfather being gone and being short of help. I knew we needed someone reliable to help get all the chores done, and I knew that I just felt that I was responsible. I should uptake that responsibility. I will always admire the relationship that my dad had with his grandpa. They were closer than any two people that I had ever met, and I hope to have that kind of relationship with my father someday through years of partnership as well. I spent my entire life trying to make my father proud of me, and I never did thank him enough. He is not only my father, but an employer, a teacher, and a friend to me. I can't imagine how hard it is for him to be all those things for me at once, but he continues to exceed my expectations of greatness every single day. I hope you all realize how important family relationships are, but even more important is your relationship with God that you have all seen flourish by actively participating in the LaSalle Catholic Youth Group. I truly believe that God saved my life that day on the tractor, because I don't think I could have gotten off alone. After a year of college, I followed through with my gut feeling of continuing into the farm in partnership with my dad. We have started milking again, and we're up to 40 dairy cows. And after some research, I've also decided to introduce new crops into our field that we've never tried before, and with no-till and trying some new things. And I've set goals for the future to get up to 300 cows someday, and maybe build a lagoon and just do a few other things. Take a moment now to think about your own future and how you're going to go about setting your goals and achieving them. What is it going to take to motivate you all to what is it going to take to motivate you all if you are not motivated already? Life will continue to present greater challenges both here, youth group, and later on in life trenches. But everyone here has the ability to do great things, no matter what vocation you choose. It could be married life, single life, join the military, or go to college. But each and every one of you has what it takes to make a difference in the world. Never take the easy way out of any situation. We are lucky enough to live in a country with a wealth of resources, but with that wealth comes responsibility. You can make things happen. You can make life easier for another person, and you continue to do this every year with your trip to Kentucky, because of the favors you do for the communities there are indescribable. And this is just one of the many things that I know that you do for all the different people who need you around the area. And today, I would like to motivate you all in your personal life as well. You can take your faith, your knowledge, your resources, and your hard work and go out and change the world. A familiar quote that has stuck with me ever since I heard it was, "Don't tell me the sky is the limit when I see footprints on the moon." That, ladies and gentlemen, is the challenge before us. Set the bar high, take God along with you, and leave your positive mark on the world.